I know somebody's doing it out there. Somebody's taking my videos and clipping it and shit and taking things out and putting things in and got some shit. Okay, that's what people like to do. Okay, but if you don't watch the whole video, you jump to conclusions. That's your fault. Okay, for believing in such a thing. Now, hello, brothers and sisters. Okay, here we go. Another day, another dollar. Okay, from all of the videos I've made at least about 500 videos per Monty's Knowledge. I have Monty's Knowledge 1, which has 512 videos, I think it is. Monty's Knowledge 2. Okay, Monty's Knowledge 1 is when I first started. I started back in 2012. Okay. And of course, this is when I was in Ethiopia when I started that shit. Okay, as a matter of fact, in 2012 I actually started it. I had videos before, 2012. Like I was on Pornhub, doing fetish gigolo and stuff like that during my days. I wish I could have recorded all those days that I recorded all those women and shit, the hundreds of women I talked to. Okay, in America, which I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, motherfucker. Okay, but of course, that's another subject for another time. But of course, this video is going to be about, okay, security, to be secure and confident in yourself versus to be insecure. Now, I had this conversation with this female on the internet. He said, alpha males are just insecure meat bags who are just fucking part of the fucking patriarchy. Da, 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 da. And I said, what about you women? Okay, you're insecure as hell. Okay, now I want to make it very clear. Okay, who's more insecure? I believe it's more women who are insecure. Of course, this is a fact. We should know these are things are facts. They're the biggest number one narcissists in the world. They have to pretty themselves up. They have to put the makeup on. Okay, they have to lie about their weight. Okay, this it's too many to list. Too many things women have to secure themselves with. Okay, but I'm just going to make it very clear about what insecurity is. Insecurity is basically not really about protecting yourself, protecting your assets. You're just being safe. But there's people who will call it an insecurity. So if they want to cause it insecurity, let them be so. So when I asked them, I said, hey, why do you need to go to work? Okay, this flip the question on them. I said, why do you need to go to work then? In order to survive. Why can't you just learn it in the woods somewhere? Why can't you go somewhere else? He said, well, because it's easier. I said, then you're insecure. I could say that to them. I said, you had to go work for the white man at a job to get money. You don't need money to survive and eat. Okay, you can do the research yourself and then basically do certain things, to keep yourself living. Because I remember I didn't have a job. And I relied completely off of research on how to eat in nature. I said, why can't you do that yourself? Why can't you do this yourself? Why can't you do that yourself? So you are insecure because you can't rely on your own self. All right? So you see how you can flip the question in a certain way? You can use a sort of a dark psychology manipulation to Socrates always said it best. Asking questions usually defeats many people. And usually if someone says you're insecure, I said, no, you're insecure. Why you need to do this? You just ask them, why do you need to do that? And then you're insecure, okay? Why do you need protection from a man, okay? Why do you need a man's love? Why do you need his affection? Why do you need to take advantage of him when you want to change your mind? Oh, no, I'm not insecure. Yes, you are. You're not secure enough in his word. So you're being secure in your own word. So you're insecure about his word. So you're the one who's the crook. Okay, so that's what I really wanted to say about that insecure shit. Be careful how people flip it on you. When I see an alpha male who knows what he wants, okay, she wrote down in the comment section, okay, he's just an insecure male of the patriarch, and I'm like, okay, if a man tells you this is how it's gonna be, I usually tell people I control everything 100%. There's no way you can suggest something to me, but I'm already the start. I start off the conversation. I'm the one who approached you. You understand what I'm saying? And so next thing you know, I'm telling you this is how it's going to be. If you want to suggest something to me, I will think about it and recommend it. Okay, you see what I'm saying? It's not like I'm insecure. I have to think about stuff. I do deep thinking. While women don't do that as much of deep thinking. So this female called me, oh, you're just insecure. I said, how am I insecure when I'm just doing the research and I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to do? Right? Because most people don't do any research. So they're insecure upon being protected from the government. They want a handout. That's why they love democracy, which will eventually turn into a socialist economy if people don't start doing enough research. And I told her, I said, hey, so what would you call me? You'll call me insecure because I'm secure within myself to do my own research, to protect my own assets. So just in case if you change, I play chess. When you play you play the game of chess, you're being insecure. They'll say that for everything. That's a social justice war. It's very liberal leftists. They don't want to do any research. They don't think like that. They think, and I said, when you try to flip it on them, they'll say, "Oh no, I'm not insecure. I'm just being myself." And I said, "What? That doesn't make any sense. That's the same thing I'm saying. Okay, I'm just trying to protect my own assets. I'm protect my own ass. Cover your own ass." They'll call you an insecure prick because you're trying to protect yourself. And that's not a form of insecurity to me. That's a form of confidence, okay? That's a form of security within yourself and your own bounds. Now, as I said before, people will call it fucking insecurity, but that's all I really want to say about insecurity versus insecurity. To be confident in yourself, liberals will call you insecure. All right? But in the sense, everybody fears something. And that still is a form of insecurity. That's how you look at it. That's how they look at it. I see it as a good insecure and as a bad insecure. The good insecurity, if you want to play that game, I say, oh, well, I'm doing the good insecurity. You know, all insecurities ain't bad. Even evil has a good side to it, motherfucker. Don't try that bullshit. Don't try that fucking, electrotoxin, I forgot that word, that crazy ass limbo type of conversation shit. Don't try that shit with me. You know what I'm talking about is truth. Even evil can have a good side to it, right? The evil has to care for its own, his evil companions, okay? And you know for a fact that if he kills off his own evil people, then he'll be truly evil, but that's impossible because evil needs to survive with evil people, right? So that's how they become good, by not hurting the other evil individuals. So how are they not hurting themselves? They hurting everybody else who's good. But when they're demons with upon demons, they don't hurt themselves. That's a form of kind and consideration. Okay, you just don't kill everything and everybody. Okay, that will make a lot of sense, right? But anyway, I digress here. The good side of insecurity, if you want to be technical about it, is basically protecting your own ass, not treading on someone else's water, doing your goddamn research, making sure you got your P's and your T's and your Q's crossed. Okay, and of course, oh, it's about to rain. Oh shit! Yeah, I was about to go outside, and that is the good insecurity. We want to play that game. Okay, the bad insecurity is the same. It's just like I'm relying on this person because I don't want to be alone or some shit. I'm relying on this. You completely are dependent upon something, not because of yourself. It's external. Bad insecurity is external. Bad insecurity is external. Okay, but you don't do any research. You're completely relying upon the person trying to protect you. You're not trying to protect yourself. You're just basically, I need his money so I can survive. I am only thinking about myself. I'm privileged. Yeah, I had a little argument with my brother about excuses. And I said, and then everything could be an excuse. There's a good excuse and it's a bad excuse. Some people have an excuse to push themselves so hard, and they tried so hard and they stopped. You're not supposed to really give up. But then some people say, oh, I got limited time in my life. I ain't got that time to be going over 2,000 times and I still don't get it. You want to try to move on to something different. If it doesn't change, it's dead. You heard about that, right? If it doesn't change, it's dead. An insane person does the same thing over and over and over and over and over, the same exact thing over and over with no results. That's an insane person. But you got to change it. You got to do different things. If you do something 1,000, when you play a video game like Dark Souls or shit, or Ninja Gaiden or some shit, or even Rayman Legends or something, you die over 50 times and you haven't learned, you're not gonna die forever. There's something wrong. Video games. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a video about that. Video games and the correlation between video games and retardation. Okay, so now you understand what I'm saying. There's a good side to insecurity. There's a bad side to insecurity. There's a good side to having excuses. And there's a bad side to having excuses. So we clear that out real nice, right? Peace. So I'm gonna make that video right now. I got some other videos I gotta make too. Gotta clear my cache and shit because it's getting full and shit. Got too many videos that I didn't delete off my fucking phone. So the next video will be about the correlation between video games and retardation. Because I get on my daughter about this shit all the time about, hey, are you stupid or something? Have you learned? Okay, repetition does help a lot, okay? Peace.